Hello girl, how you doing? Look, I love silly stuff, so it's not surprised that I like the scary movie franchise. Well, except for number 5. That one is not real. Some films are great because they have a flawless plot and acclaimed acting performances. Scary Movie 2 is not one of them. The reason it is so great is because it's dumb and everyone fully leans into it. The movie was released the same year I was born, so a lot of the jokes flew over my head for a while. But now, now I got them. And let me tell you, it adds to the greatness. The story begins with a group of friends in a mansion having a good time. One of them is playing the piano.
Hey, do you guys know this one?
And Shake Your Ass by Mystical starts playing.
This is the real
They're interrupted by a girl acting kind of weird because she is possessed. Her mom decides to get help from a priest to perform an exorcism, and then we jump to a year later. We meet Cindy, worried about being cool in college. Shorty likes to self-medicate and couldn't care less about his studies. Buddy enjoys college, but he's kind of a menace. Ray, I still can't figure him out. Brenda, superstitious, Shorty's sister and Ray's girlfriend. Alex, just happy to be there. Theo, serving face. The gang is enrolled in a class called Psych 101, taught by Professor Ullman and his assistant Dwight. The professor wants to prove there's life after death, so he created the Hell House Project. Alongside Dwight, he selected a group of people who've had near-death experiences. He believes these people can help awaken the spirits trapped within the mansion. And to get them to go along with it, Ullman tells them that they're participating in a sleep disorder study for the weekend, and that if they do, they'll get an A. Cindy decides to go and pretty much ignores the first warning that the project might be a bad idea. These are the instructions given to her. Besides the big drawing of a skull and a hand holding a bloody knife, the first sentence says, if you had any brains, you would take your ass home. But she doesn't and continues driving. She arrives at the house, goes inside, and while exploring, she meets a really pervy bird, and also one of my favorite characters, Hanson the caretaker. And what's your name, sweet child? I'm Cindy. Cindy? But the resemblance is striking. Look at the thin cheekbones and the same lips. Look at your hair. Hanson takes Cindy to a room and tells her that the house once belonged to a man named Hugh Kane. And the joke there is so stupid that it's great. And his wife Caroline. He also mentions that Kane had a mistress, which is important for later. Meanwhile, Dwight and Professor Ullman arrived earlier, installed cameras everywhere, including the bathrooms, and made all the necessary preparations for the paranormal activity. Ullman is a perv, just like the bear. I'm a classy millionaire. Just ain't got the couth. C-O-U-T-H, cause you can't spell it either. Anyway, so Hanson tells them that the students are arriving, and Dwight replies, okay, thanks handyman. I'm actually the caretaker. Aren't those cool nude skates? Now, you be careful with those. Don't want to fall and break something. That's funny. That's real funny. Let me give you a hand. Well, that's awful kind of you. How about you give me a standing ovation? Why don't you lift me up? Okay, I see where you're going with this one. You look familiar to me. Were you in Stomp? Hey, you can kiss my grits. I think I'll be the bigger man now and walk away.
Walk away.
In my opinion, Hanson won. At dinner, Theo serves and eats without even sitting down. And Cindy asks Ullman if this is the same house where the girl from the beginning was possessed. He replies that it was reported but not sustained, which is yet another sign they should all be getting out of there. Then Hanson comes in with the dinner. These are delicious. Thank you, my child. I made them by hand. Before serving, he touches, licks, and even hums the food, completely ruining it for everyone, so the group leaves. Out in the hallway, they hear voices of children saying, come play with me, come play. Again, why aren't they running for their lives? You know how many times I've almost left my house in the middle of the night just because I saw a funny shadow? A basketball suddenly rolls down the stairs, and we get one of my favorite scenes. Later that night, Cindy's walking alone through the hallways and hears the voice of a woman saying, Cindy, Cindy, who is it? I want to help you, Cindy. Who are you? You're in danger, Cindy. I want to help you. Help me how? Who's in danger? Check the music room. Check the music room. Where are you?
Check the music room.
The ghost gets pissed off, and before it can say anything else, Cindy gets assaulted by Buddy for the 4th time. Why, you ask? Because Cindy turned him down and said they should be friends. And apparently, in Buddy's mind, that's how you treat your friends. She calls him out for being a brute, and he agrees to calm down. They go check out the music room and find a secret door that leads to a study. Inside, there's a newspaper with an article about Kane and his mistress being found dead. A painting of Caroline who looks exactly like Cindy, and a chest. They take the chest and get out. Kane does some freaky stuff with Alex, and he is a perv just like Ullman and the bird. Cindy gets to her room, fights the family cat, and loses. So she goes downstairs and tells the professor about the cat being possessed, but he completely dismisses her. And after insisting that she's not crazy, she runs out. Ray gets attacked by a demonic clown, but he manages. Back in her room, Cindy opens the chest and finds Caroline's diary. I suspect he was having an affair. I believe he's sleeping with our babysitter, Victoria. It must be why he keeps her around, because we have no children. However, the page Cindy is reading says something completely different. It even mentions that Hanson died, burned alive in the furnace, even though he's somehow still around. Caroline tells her that she wants her to know what really happened. So Cindy gets possessed by Caroline and reenacts the moment Kane was caught cheating with Victoria in the kitchen. And Shorty gets smoked alive by a giant plant, but it's saved by Buddy, Brenda, and Ray. At this point, almost everyone has experienced some type of demonic encounter, so Cindy's theory is that Caroline killed Kane and Victoria, and now Kane wants her because she looks just like his wife. Buddy sees Ullman heading down to the basement. He follows him and overhears a conversation between Ullman and Dwight, where they discuss how the demon is getting too angry. Buddy goes up to tell the group, hoping they can finally leave, which is about time, but the gates are locked. So Theo goes down, hits Dwight, and steals the keys. Meanwhile, the ghost of Victoria kills Ullman. When the group tries to escape, the doors and windows slam shut, so they're forced to head to the basement/lab terrified. Dwight tells them that they need to destroy Kane using special guns, goggles, and Dixie cups. With the plan in motion, Dwight suggests they split up. Brenda complains about it and wants everyone to stick together, and Dwight agrees. She's right. Okay, you three, follow me. While looking for Kane, Cindy and Buddy get attacked by a skeleton they found in the furnace. Wait, is that Hanson's body? Is he a demon? Or is it Kane's body? Let's not think about it too much or the greatness of it all will fade. Buddy says, let's split up, hugs Cindy and secretly sticks a note on her back that says, kill her. And that's such a foul move. While trying to hide, Cindy sneaks into a storage room and finds Shorty scared. She mentions a monster is chasing her and he kicks her out, which, let's be honest, is probably the best response in a situation like that. While running for her life, Cindy sees Brenda, who wants absolutely nothing to do with her because of the monster that is after Cindy. And that's, again, totally valid. But once Brenda sees the skeleton,
This is a skeleton! This is bones!
will you run away from Callista Flockhart? And they both end up bullying it until it goes away. Brenda and Cindy run into Buddy. He gets taken by Kane. Brenda runs off. Cindy shoots the demon, and they end up trapped in a freezer. Alex gets killed because she fell in love with Kane. I'm telling you, the classless behavior of this man is like, oh, it's crazy. Then Dwight has a face-off with the demon, Twisted Metal style. But instead of using cars, they're using wheelchairs. Dwight loses and ends up hanging out of a window. Hanson appears to help and offers his hand. No, give me your other hand. No, my other hand isn't strong enough. You take my little hand. No, get it away from me. Take it. Take my hand. But Dwight would rather fall, and he does. Shortly after, Hanson gets possessed by Kane. This demon is booked and busy. The way he organizes his time to go around and mess with people should be studied. Cindy picks up a couple of things like a drill, tin foil, duct tape, a can of beans, and some wires, and somehow fabricates a crawler tractor to break through the door. Cindy finds Shorty in the kitchen with his head cut open by Hanson/Kane, so he runs off. Brenda and Theo join in and go after him Charlie's Angel style. "Smack my bitch up" starts playing. They fight, the angels basically lose, but Kane ends up killing Hanson anyways. I don't know how they were able to make Charlie's Angels even more ridiculous and fun, but I'm here for it. Dwight is alive. How? Well, through the power of greatness. With the help of Ray and the others, Dwight sets a trap for Kane and Cindy volunteers to be the bait. I'm still not sure about what the machine does, like does it destroy the demonic energy, move it somewhere? Who knows? Kane shows up, goes after Cindy, and trips down the stairs. How? Well, another great mystery. Because Cindy's on a platform, Kane can be destroyed or moved or whatever the machine does without killing her. So Ray tackles her down and they finally get rid of the demon. In the end, Cindy, Shorty, somehow, Ray, Buddy, Brenda, Dwight, and Theo survive. 2 months later, everyone is happy, everyone is having a good time, right? Well, Cindy sees Hanson working at a hot dog stand, but he immediately gets run over by Shorty. This raises the question, did this really happen or was it just Cindy's imagination? And the movie ends. What else do I need to say to prove that Scary Movie 2 is great? Honestly, nothing, because it is. You just saw it. These movies make me feel so good, especially number 2 and number 4, and I saw that they're making a number 6, which in my head is actually number 5, because remember, that 2013 mess was not real. So I'm so excited to see what they're gonna come up with. Thank you so much for watching, feel free to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.